Hello, it's Billionaire Brand once again, and I welcome you to this new episode. Today, before we start the show, I'd like you to think, where are you at the moment? What do you think you can do? Do you think you don't have enough? People are starting with relatively nothing. So advise you, whatever you have at the moment, even if it's just an idea, that is all you need to start. So today on the show, I have a very tall guy in front of me. His height is kind of amazing, but I won't say it is intimidating because it's half my size. So today I welcome you. My name is C.E.O Peace Oyeni, and with me is Olumide Adepoju. I used to have, back in the secondary school, I used to have one Adepoju. I don't know where he is now. So when I saw your name, I was like, okay. I just remember that guy. The guy is also tall. I was not imagining that you would be this. Your height is amazing. So how do you come about? Because people like me have your size. So.
Well, I would say my height is from, it's a family trait, So most people they say when you hit beans too much, you get tall, but I don't think my height is from beans. My height is from family trait.
Okay, because see, that is true. I eat beans a lot. In fact, it's my favorite food. But I've been eating that for years now, so
Nothing
can give up
right?
on that. So now, to the good question now. For the person that has seen you for the first time, who is Olumide?
My name is Adepoju Olumide Emmanuel. Okay, and I'm from Ondo State. Okay.
Where in Ondo?
Owo to be precise.
Have you been there?
No, I've not been there before actually.
I school in Owo, before C.E.O Polytechnic.
Oh, that's great. I've never been to Owo before. Even Ondo State, I've never been to Ondo State before.
There are many people who just say you are from somewhere you never know, and you never think you should go there.
Well, maybe in future anyway.
It's actually an amazing place, and the people there, things are very cheap there. That was back in 2006, and that was the last time. It's quite like 13 years ago.
Yeah,
wow.
That's quite far. All right, so I'm from Owo, Ondo State, but I grew up in Songo, Ogun State. And that was where I had my primary and secondary education. And then I proceeded to Moshood Abiola Polytechnic in Abeokuta, where I had my national diploma in business administration and management studies. And then growing up, it was adventurous for me, you had to survive for yourself and the rest. Apart from surviving for yourself, you have to, I grew up in a family whereby they taught us how to be independent on your own, you understand? So I think that is what has been pushing me forward right from childhood to now. So that's just all about Adepoju Olumide.
Okay, Adepoju Olumide. Obviously,
Emmanuel.
You're still single.
Of course. Well, I won't say I'm single and I'm in a relationship, but I won't say it is official,
Okay, let's talk about that. No, so there are unofficial relationship and official relationship.
When I mean official, like when it's time for marriage, then you can say it's official. But right now,
you can still get a new babe tomorrow.
Who knows if the one if the one
okay, that's just my lead now. Now, how do you start? You're not an entrepreneur, right?
Yeah.
So do you have any previous job? Maybe you're working somewhere before you pick up entrepreneur, or you just right from school, entrepreneur straight?
Well, I would say I've not really had a working experience, But then after I finished my secondary school, those days after I finished secondary school, I want to work a little before you go into school. So I worked in a eatery then. But then I didn't count it as like a real job, so I just scrapped that aside. So entrepreneurship itself, I started my entrepreneurship in 2016 when I gained admission to Moshood Abiola Polytechnic. Then it was motive of being financially independent on my own. So I started selling vintage ties. You understand? I started selling vintage ties to management students and to estate management students in school then. But then it wasn't, will I say, I didn't really get support then. My customers then weren't much then. So most of the time I just said that I give a low price to people just to hold something like getting handouts myself and the rest. So and the aim was just to financially independent. Thank you very much. So that was then. So after a while, the business died. I had lots of vintage style with me then. I started giving it out for free because sales wasn't coming in, so I started giving out for free. Okay, so Classic Fit started in 2016 actually, but before I gained admission to school then, I had a blueprint of an idea of what I want for myself, my future. I wrote down, I drew a diagram of how I want my company to be, where I want my management team to be, the accounting team, the marketing team and the rest, the factory itself where you make shoes. So that is how the dream came. And then I actually wait a little bit, before I start to actualize it. And then I thought of it that, okay, how do I actualize the dream of Classic Fit? So it came about learning how to make shoes first, just to have basic knowledge of it. You understand? Just to have a basic knowledge of how to make shoes. It's not like as if I'm going to sit in the factory to be making shoes. Of course, I'm going to, employ, by the grace of God, employ people that are making shoes, and then just in the name of Classic Fit. So that is how the dream came. So in 2019, January 2019, I came up with the name finally, and I registered the name with Corporate Affairs Commission. And then the ball started rolling for Classic Fit. So I thought of, okay, now let me look for somewhere I can learn how to make shoes. And I just wanted to learn under just any other place. So I went out to search for places where I can learn how to make shoes. And I came about the place I learned from, which is Aspire Vocational Academies. So I learned from them for 6 months, which was in January to June or July. Yes, I finished my training last month. And then it has been going smoothly, I can say. But basically I've been running my online marketing for now. I get my markets from WhatsApp, Instagram, and the rest. So that is just basically what my entrepreneurship story has been so far.
Now, I want to take you back. You said back in school you are selling vintage style, and
yes.
Now you picked something that was of interest to me. You said to management and estate students.
Yes.
Why? Why not everybody? Because it's more like you already limit yourself to certain. So why do you pick such?
Okay, why I picked management student and estate management student? Because they are students who they are like a market to me. They dress in a corporate way. You understand? And you can't expect me to sell it to medicine students. Those are always wearing lab coat and the rest. It won't be nice for them to wear tie and lab coat. But the management students and estate management students, they are always in corporate wears and the rest. So they are like a target market for me. So when I bring it to them and they see, and most times they have a dress code. And then when I have a tie that has to go with the code of their dressing, they get it. So that's where I pick my market from. It's not like as if I'm limiting myself to...
That's interesting to me. But what I said limit you is, you go to a time, you run out of market.
Yeah.
So you wasted a lot of merchandise. Yeah. So why giving it out? You don't think like, okay, you should... Because there are times that people do project defense.
Okay.
During that period, you also have to appear corporate.
Yes.
So what happened to that period? And it's always every year.
Well, I would say, as at that time, 2 factors were involved. And one of it was that the person that was supplying me the tie, he wasn't consistent anymore. And then from my own side, I say the motivations were not there again. So I didn't get the full motivation for myself then. So I started giving it out. When I tell people that, okay, I'm selling tie, and it's like most of them, they don't tell me, okay, I'll get back to you. And then at one point, it started to look like I'm troubling them. So I felt like, okay, fine, if it won't work for now, let me just leave it for now. Then
the reason why I say you limit yourself is you're in school, yes, your immediate environment as student, but there are banks in your school.
Yeah.
Bankers don't wear anything without tie.
It's not a tie, yes.
There are lecturers also, although most lecturers don't dress corporate, but there are few of them that also dress corporate, at least once in a while. So why don't you consider that? But why I'm asking you that is, as a business person, you can identify one market, but one market is not enough to survive, because once that one market is done, you're out of business. So you need to start your business with as many markets as possible, because when one market is not functioning, you have others to sustain you. So you can always switch.
Right.
Now, hope you have learned a lesson from that.
Of course, especially motivational lesson, because now, back then I really don't have motivation for myself. I feel when someone tells me that, oh, this business we are into, and someone is into the business, I feel okay, I feel down, like I would like get my customer. But now the motivation is there now, because I believe the sky is wide enough for birds to fly without touching each other.
Now, let's talk about Classic Fit.
Okay.
So the one you are wearing now is Classic Fit.
It's proudly made by Classic Fit.
Now, the question now is, what is your business model?
Okay.
When I say business model, who are you selling to? Is it middle class, low class, high class? What's your class?
Okay, foremost, I'll introduce what Classic Fit is. Classic Fit is a registered Nigerian shoemaking brand that deals in footwear for male and female. Now, this is where I'm going to. My business model is not just for a specific set of people. I make both male and female footwears. Now, my target market is for both male and female, be it middle class, be it low class, be it high level class. It is not restricted to just a specific set of people. So for now, my target market are for corporate guys, corporate men for now. I really don't get orders from women for now, and those orders I get now are for men. From banks and office men and everybody generally.
Let me help you out here.
Okay.
When you talk about middle income earner, there are middle income earner that can buy a shoe of 4,000, 5,000. When you now get to high class, that people begin to consider shoe of 100,000 or even, let's say, 10,000 and above. Because in Nigeria today, it will be hard to find, although there are still middle income earner that will still consider a shoe of 10,000 naira, 15,000 naira once in a while, not on consistent basis. You can't retain such people as your clients. Now, the larger market we have now is low income earner. Many of these guys are looking for a shoe of 3,000, 2,005. Now, you said you are for everybody. It's like looking at, although there are many of the international brands that are in market today, but there are others that are made in, I don't want to mention it, but they still carry that name.
Okay.
Is that what you are also doing? Because there are original Classic Fit and...
Well,
because you cannot do the same brand for everybody.
Okay.
That is why you need to have a target market. Otherwise, you are saying when a low income, somebody who is earning 30,000 wear Classic Fit, and somebody who is a billionaire wearing Classic Fit, they are wearing the same thing.
Okay, I will start by saying what brings me into this business again. When I started this business, the first thing I said and I put into consideration is I was considering the law of demand. The law of demand, which says the lower the price, the higher the quantity demanded. So now I've been able to subsidize my price for everybody because I'm a startup. You understand? I'm a startup brand. I just started. So I want everybody to be able to afford my product. And then the Classic Fit is known for something. I don't make substandard quality stuff. If you are ready to pay a certain amount that is okay for me and you, I'll make a better job for you because of my name. I won't, because I want a customer, now make a substandard quality job for you, and then you go and come back and start telling other people that guy does not make good shoes.
Okay, that's a good one. Now the next question is, how do you approach funding? Now, as a young entrepreneur, how do you approach funding? Because I know that's one of the major issues in Nigeria now.
Okay, thank you very much. When I started, I didn't get funding from anybody. I started my side hustles myself and savings and the rest. I came up with my first funding, which was, can I mention the fund now?
Yeah.
Okay, I came up with my first money then. I think I came up with about 70,000 naira for myself. I paid half for my training, and then the remaining one for my packaging, my registration of business name, my packaging. So I think basically for now, from January to this August now, I think that 70,000 naira has helped me to start learning my training, learning this shoemaking itself, and then to package myself, because I'm still working on online packaging for now. So online market is what has been keeping me pushing. So whatever money I've been getting from shoes I'm making now is going into savings for now.
So now to upscale, what are the next available thing you're looking at? Like, okay, what are the benefits that you're looking at to get, like, okay, maybe to own your own company as you plan? So before I ask you the final question.
Okay, well, I think for now, after the packaging and the rest, I think what else again is to it is process. You can't just jump from level 1 to level 20. It's process. So the next step I think is to get my machines and the rest, to start making them on my own, without relying on my boss's machine and the rest. So that is for now. After I get there, then I can now start thinking of how to raise funds, maybe applying for grants, loans and the rest, then before the dream of big company comes up.
Okay, that's good. So finally, is there any other thing you want to say that I didn't ask you, just want people to know?
Okay, well, for now, as a startup brand, I think my basic need now is to get more customers.
So what are you offering to people that will make them to patronize you?
Okay, well, I'm offering quality services, premium packaging, quick delivery, and then you can also contact me at Classic Fit, official Classic Fit on my Instagram page. That is my Instagram page at official Classic Fit. That is where you can contact me. And then if you need my WhatsApp number, it will be displayed to you later on the screen. So
that's great.
So I offer quality services for people, quality shoes and good shoes that will make sure that will last longer and at a very, very affordable price. You understand? So, and quality packaging, as I've mentioned, quick delivery. Most times, most shoemakers out there, when after they make shoes, they might, okay, fine. I don't know about others, but few that I've seen, you have to send it through bus and the rest. But I use a delivery service for myself. So that is one of the additional things to me, to my brand. You understand? I use delivery service to deliver my package to customers. So these are the things that have been pushing me so far, and thank God for everything.
Thank you, Olumide. That is good. I really appreciate your spirit, and it's good if everybody can be like this. I think many people will stop complaining about lack of job or stuff like that. So my people, we have come to the end of this, and you can hear Olumide's story is quite inspirational. Pick up himself, and you can hear the amount. With 70,000 naira, acquire a training, he started his business. Many of you guys might have, you are holding, still complaining there is no job, you are online. So please get done with something. Acquire a training and start a life. Till I see you again, my name is Taiwo Peace Ojeniyi. Bye-bye.